Y'all, welcome back to my modern homestead. If you're new here, my name is Janet. Welcome. If you're not new here and this is just you returning to visit with us, welcome back. Y'all, I feel like it has been forever since I've been in this kitchen and have cooked. I've been so busy, excuse me, that made my eyes blurry. I have been so busy with doing my savings challenges and getting that going that I feel like I've not been with y'all here. So today we are going to do some smoked stuffed bell peppers. Now back here on the stove, right there in that pot, I have some rice cooking. So we're going to use 2 cups of cooked rice. And then in the skillet, I have 1 pound of our ground deer that we processed. You can use any kind of ground meat. But before we get to any of that, I need to go ahead and get my peppers done so that we're ready to go once the rice and meat are done. Let's get those prepared. Okay, to start this, you want 6 fairly large bell peppers. And what I'm going to do is just go right around the top and remove this part. And if we cut right around this way, this should remove most of the ribs and the seeds. Let's see what happens when we try to take it out. Voila. It's most of it. We just kind of bump it. And if you have some seeds left, it's okay. You can go in and pull them out just like this. And it's good to get as much of that rib out as you can and those seeds because those can be kind of bitter. I mean, if you can't get it all, it's no big deal. But there you go, nice and clean. And then I have a grill pan here that I'm going to sit these on. So we're just going to keep going and finish these up, just like that one. Okay, we're on our last pepper. I accidentally split that one a little bit. I hope it'll be, hope it'll be okay. So now Alyssa's back behind me. She's starting to chop up the meat in the skillet. So let's go prepare the meat. All right, just turn this meat on to get it cooking. Now this filling is going to be very flavorful, but I like to season each layer. So I'm going to season maybe the meat with some salt. A little bit more because there's not much salt going in this recipe. Right? A little bit of chili powder, not a lot. Let's do some of this magic seasoning salt or any seasoning salt you like. It can be spicy or not. And a little bit of garlic powder. We'll come back with more of that in a little bit. Okay, that's all for now. So let's just keep cooking. And this is our rice. It's almost done. I can't remember if I told you this is ground venison from the deer we processed. If you don't know what venison is, that's just simply deer. And if you don't have venison, you can use any kind of meat that you would like. Beef, chicken, pork, or a combination of any of them. Goodness, you could even use sausage in this, whatever you desire. Okay, everybody, the rice is done. I just turned on the smoker. We have a pellet grill. I guess it's not a smoker. It's a pellet grill smoker. Whatever you want to call it. I turned it on. It's the Pit Boss to 350 degrees, just so it can be warming while we finish this up. And y'all, it makes a difference whether you have your eye under your pan on single or double. If you're using a big pan like me, don't put it on single. It won't cook. It takes forever. Duh. I'm so brilliant. Sometimes I amaze myself. I'm teasing. I have this on double, so now we're cooking. I've got my spices in there. They're smelling good. We're about to add our other ingredients. So let's talk about what we're going to do. We're going to season this up with some minced onion and some minced garlic. If you have fresh, of course fresh is always better, but I just decided to do this on the spur of the moment and I don't have those with me right now. So we've got onion, garlic. We're going to use a can of seasoned black beans. Yes, it makes a difference. Get the seasoned. And then I'm going to use 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. This is great value. Use what you've got. And then we're going to use 1 cup of corn. If you've got fresh corn, hey, use it. That's great. I'm using frozen because I've got an open bag in the freezer that I need to use up. So, you can see this is getting done. Get just a minute more and we're going to add in all of our other things. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of grease here. I want to try this trick that my friend Mary uses. I'm going to see if it works with this amount of grease. Get that over there. She takes paper towels, puts them down into her pan. You don't want to touch it with your hand because that's hot and that will hurt and it will burn. Yeah, that's too much grease. And I don't want to use that many paper towels. So, it did get a lot of it though. Let's set that over there. And what little bit we have left. I do like that trick because I always wonder, what do you do with this grease? Let's just pour it over there in the bowl. Mama always saved hers until it cooled down and she would pour it into a can like, oh, my child, you scared me. She would always pour it into a can like we're going to have for these beans and tomatoes. Once she emptied those out and the grease is cool, she would pour that cooled grease into an empty can. Okay, so into this pan, for just a second, I'm going to turn the eye off. Let's pour in the corn, the beans, one thing I forgot to tell you is the ranch seasoning. This is the spicy. I wanted the Fiesta, but went to 2 Walmarts and didn't see it anywhere. So that's not even quite a whole pack, about 2/3. Add that in. And then we need 2 cups of the cooked rice. 1 and 2. Alrighty. Listen, can you throw that in the trash, baby, since you're standing there?
In the sink?
In the sink, not the trash. Sorry. Thank you. Alright. Let's go in with the tomatoes. And you guys, I don't have a recipe. I'm turning this back on to about medium. So these ingredients are to taste. If there's something you would rather have, feel free to use it. If there's something you would like to add to it, hey, it's yours. Feel free. We will add cheese at the end once the peppers are done. But we're just going to give this a good stir. Alright, let's add in some minced onion. I would say if you have fresh onion, just a small one. I'm going to use maybe half of a tablespoon. Maybe a little more. Y'all, I cut by sight, I know. I'm sorry. I can't give you exact measurements. But really, y'all, there's no right or wrong with this. Just whatever looks good to you. And I'm going to say half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the dried minced garlic. And that's it, y'all. We're just going to let this heat up for just a minute. We'll give it a taste before we add it to the peppers to make sure the seasonings are what we like. And that's it, y'all. Isn't that pretty? Okay, y'all. I just tasted this. I'm going to put in just a little bit more of the ranch. salt. Add a little more of the garlic powder and a little bit more of the magic seasoning. All right. That should be good. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, this is so good just the way it is. But let's add it to the peppers. All right, here we go. Let's get these peppers stuffed. We're going to fill them about halfway to start. And if we have more filling, then we'll come back and add more in. Well, that was more than half. I can't even judge. I was talking. I don't even see what I'm doing. Okay, I went ahead and filled up the peppers all the way. I've done stuffed bell peppers before. It never hurt them. And I do have some of the filling left over. And let me tell y'all, this you can eat alone or add it to some beef broth or some tomato juice or tomato-based soup. Oh my goodness, y'all. What an amazing soup it will make. But we're not making soup. Let's go put these on the grill. Ready?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's put these in. I've never done these on the grill, so I hope this works. And I can't reach the handle. Pit Boss needs to do something about that, so I have to use these gloves. So let's come down here and change the temperature to 400. We push the knob, turn it to 400. Pardon the dog. Push it again, and that's it. Now we'll let this go for about 40 minutes. Okay, let's add some cheese. Once they're covered in cheese, close the grill back for about 5 minutes, and then they should be nice and done. So there we go, y'all. Our peppers are completely done. I'm not going to taste them because they're hot, but I am ready to close this video out. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you get to try it, and I hope you like it. If you don't have a grill, you can always just do them in a 350-degree oven for about the same amount of time or until they look done to you. Thank you all so much for joining me. You know I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys so much. I mean it. Till next time.